Well, it's tell me the end of the stream, I only started it. So if you want to join this room, it's all about the book of time. So just to let you know when you come in, I'll be able to see you and I'll be able to talk to you. And I'm not ignoring you by turning this way, I'm actually talking to something else at the same time. So if I can set this up in a way such as we can see what I'm doing, it might make some sense to you. Because if you come in on the YouTube channel, you're not going to be on the TikTok channel. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. But let's go back a bit. Let's go that way a wee bit. And let's try doing that way a bit. And let's put this way a wee bit. And I will organise this a bit better sometime, yeah. But at the moment you're there, you're going to see side shots. And you're going to see this. And you're going to be wondering why I'm doing this over here. Because you can't see it. But we'll show you this. Then a call-in number. You can actually phone the number and call and talk direct to me. Hope it goes with the flow. It's got 90%, so 90% could be a lot. These silly things, and I'm like, why do all these silly things go in your way when you're doing things? And I know in the way when you're not doing things. Then I got this to check to see if I'm still alive. It basically checks my. Oh, and I'm 11.7, which is really good. I want to keep checking nowadays and show people and people educate you this. Right, so let's get this one on live now. So we've got two things on live at the same time, yeah? Okay. And they're both going to be talking about the same thing, but talking two different ways, yeah? And I'm going to be sending you from one to the other. That's it, sending one to the other. So that one there's live. And I'm not going to be able to read your writing now because your writing's going to be too thingy, yeah. So it's going to be welcome to the room. That's right. I'm going to welcome you to the room now. And it's all about the book of time. That's right, the book of time. And it's all about putting the names here and the numbers down on the book of time. And it's yeah, I'm showing you as well on there. Right, okay. I've got two different lives at the same time. Not one live, two lives. Just so you understand why I'm doing this. Okay. So we're at number 41. That was Alex. And then it went to number 40. We've done that, number 46, number 47. We've done them. We've done them. So I'm not going to be counting anymore. It's not about counting now, it's now about adding. Okay. So let's add to the book of time. Let's add the names, add the numbers, and how high have we got so far? We're at 102. 102, that's right. So if you want to know what I'm doing, just text in capitals. Text in capitals. Because there's no way I can tell if you don't text in capitals. So that goes there, that goes there. This one ends up on my hammock. That's why I have a hammock here because it's easy to use in our office. Yeah, people don't really like the hammock's fantastic for everything. It's fantastic to sleep in and fantastic to use for an office. And I'll put them there out the way. And as I say, I'm on two lives, not one live, two lives, yeah? Just so you understand that. Now, we want you to put your names in the book of time. It's all about the book of time here. Now, the book of time, you come in and say hi, and I won't be able to read your names and I won't be able to shout you out. Okay, that's one thing I won't be able to do at the moment. But if you get your name in the book of time or you follow me, I will follow you back and you will go in the book of time. And we're at number 103. 103. And that's all we see. At the moment, we've got one person looking called Brenda Halloween. It looks like Holloway, I think, 32 joined. So you've joined the book of time. So now you're in the book of time. If you want to write something, write it in capitals, and then I can see the white writing there. And I'll put you in the book of time, and it's number 103 in the book of time. So you just make up a name, whatever the name is you would like to see in the book, and that name will go in the book, and it will be number 103 in the book of time. Yeah. And if you want to know anything, just write it in capitals so I understand what you're asking. Yeah. And there's someone else coming into the room, so it's got numbers. I can't see, as I keep saying to people, I cannot see the writing. And once you come in the room, then I'll be able to talk to you properly. Yeah. So let's see what happens today. We'll just sit back. We're 103 at number 103. That's right. And if you're on my YouTube channel, I'm live on the YouTube channel at the same time. And the YouTube channel is the book of time. Everything's the book of time. YouTube channel is no underscore, it's just the book of time. And you'll see I'm live there as well. And we're taking names and numbers for the book of time. and we're up to 102 people. 102 people just so far on a book of time. So come in the room, say hi, get the room going. Once the room starts going, people start coming in. It will not come in unless people come in the room. And YouTube, you're doing well. We've got people on YouTube already. 519, 520. So if you want to go to the YouTube channel, come in for that side. You can come in there and send something there as well. But remember, it's all capitals. Capitals, 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 capitals. Yeah. Hi, welcome to the room on YouTube. Welcome to the room. And there's no one on TikTok yet. So we need the people to come in for TikTok so we can communicate to each other and get yourselves in the book of time. At the moment, the book of time is about numbers. That's what it's about numbers. Not about anything else. Let's see if it's better. There you go. You can see me much better there. If I turn around a wee bit better, you can actually, while I'm talking on the other side, you can actually see me better on the YouTube channel. Yes, you can. Ah, well. And, well, you see a bit of hammock, you see another bit of hammock, and then you want to see the window, you don't see the window. Anyway, I'm here. Come and enjoy me. Come and say hi and come and put your name in the book of time. Come and put your name in the book of time. If you want to know anything about it, write in capitals. Capitals. And I'll tell you all about the book of time and how to get involved. Come and put your name in the book of time. We're at 102. 102 people have joined the book of time today. 102. We want to make it bigger. We want to get up to 20,000 people. And then YouTube is a different thing altogether on YouTube. If you're live on the YouTube, we don't want your name in the book of time. We want your ideas about the book of time. Yes, right. YouTube, the ideas. TikTok, the names. Give me the names of the book of time. Give me the names of the book of time. 102 names so far. We need more. If you want to know more, you must write in capitals. Put it in capitals and join the room. I will shout out everyone in the room if I can read. But if you want to join in by doing the top, which is the numbers at the top, I can go there and I can put you in the book of time. I think there's one person following here. It's got the idea. It's come earlier on probably. And yes, it is. They've got the idea. They know exactly what they're doing. So we've now got a name here on the book of time. And the name is, it looks like Donna Ferris 312. That's Donna Ferris 312. You are number 103, Donna. 103 in the book of time. That's right. So I'm putting your name down here. And it's Donna, which is D. And I'm going to keep making sure I don't make no mistakes by checking all the time. D-O-N-N-A. Donna. Don't press buttons. What should you press? Donna. Oh. Donna. F-E-F-E-R-R-I-S. Donna Ferris. 321. 321. Guessing that's not your age. But welcome to the room, Donna, and you are now in the book of time, and you are 103 in the book of time, and I have now followed you back. Yep, I followed you back because I'm allowed. Right, okay. So if you want to come into the room. Large writing, none of that small stuff I can't read. And if you want to become a member of the book of time, you simply follow me and I'll follow you back and I'll put you in the book of time. We're up to 104. 104 we're up to, that's right, 104. But as I say to you, YouTube, it's a total different thing on YouTube, yeah? We're going to be doing the films on YouTube. And we're going to be putting out the slideshows, and we're also going to be making films and then music and things like this. So check out the stuff I've already done there. Open is the film, September. That's right, it's coming out in September. So I'd like you to come and check that out. It's been released on Portobello TV this year, this September, and it's been nominated for a prize. So the more people look at that on YouTube, and that's why I'm on YouTube just now, the more chance of me getting a prize. Don't ask me what kind of prize, but it's a prize. A prize is a prize, a prize. Yeah, that's right. Okay, if you want to go jump across to the other channel and check the YouTube channel out, you can check the movie. Now, if you want to put your name in the book of time, which is up to 104, you have to write in capitals. I'm afraid I cannot read the lower cases. I really cannot read the lower cases. I have a magnifying glass here, which probably gets on your nerves because I have a light, I can be flash it, and I go to do this and I go to do that, just to read your messages. But let's have a look at this top one. And that's Donna Ferris, right? Okay. Yeah, something. I don't know if that's a love heart or what, but yeah, something with an X at the end here. Yeah, Donna. Thank you very much, Donna. And you have a great day and a great time. Okay. And I hope all your family the best in life. And there's a guy called, it looks like Wise something. I can't read that one. Wise E. Wise E. Wise 687928. Wise 68. Well, I'm worried. Anyway, Wise, I don't know, I think you've left, but thanks for coming to the room anyway. And Rico1234, thank you, Rico, for joining the room. And again, I'm going to tell you all, capital letters, write a name, put it in the book of time. We're up to 104. 104. And Donna, you done it the right way by following me so I can follow you back. And I guarantee the name because it doesn't jump through the way this does. So there's someone called Thank You. Thank You. That is now a name in the book of time. Thank You is now number 104 in the book of time. Thank You is 104. So you are now 104 in the book of time. Thank you. Whoever you may be, that's the name it's going to be used as. Thank You. That's right. Okay. So when you do a capital, that's the name that's going in the book of time. I hope you understand that. But also, you've got to write to me in capitals because I can't see the smaller writing. And I can see the thank you. And I know you've got 312 at the end of your name. And I really can't say it because I really can't see it unless I got hold of this thing here. But are you doing it again? And oh, you're Donna. Donna, you're writing away. Anyway, you're here. And did you hear that? People on YouTube? Donna, 312. She's in the book of time. And Donna's now 103 in the book of time. 103, that's right. So when the stories start up, you'll be able to see. Anyway, if you know how to join here, there's someone at the top again following, so I better follow this and get him in the book of time and see where position they're in. Nope, it's back to you, Donna, again, sorry. You were the last person and you've not been rubbed out at the top, so you're going to keep coming up until you get rubbed out at the top. Okay. If you want to come into this room, you want to join in, just come in and join in, chat away to each other, follow each other. It's all about following, caring and sharing. Just remember, I cannot see your writing. I've got something coming tomorrow. The postman told me to come by 3 o'clock. Let's see what happens. And it's a magnifying glass so I can see the screen. I bought so how many of these magnifying glasses, these things here. I've got the one with the torch on it. I thought it'd be much easier. I've got the one with the torch on it. Can't see a thing. Put the torch on, put it there, and it can't see the thing because of the torch. Take the torch off, can't see the thing, got to go back, got to go forward, go up, go down, go round, go around. I've got to do some madness just to see a name. And I've got somebody there that's just going, let me just try and get your name there. I can see an S, I can see a 7, I can see a D, I can see an H, I can see a J, I can see a D. I think it's an I next, an A, E, H, A, I, F, something. Anyway, I'm sure the name is just to confuse people so that people can't tell their names because I can't tell their names. But welcome to the room, and I say to people who come into the room, it's all about the capital letters. If you want a name and you want it in the book of time, write it in capital letters. It will be put down in the book of time and it will go in the story in the book of time. And you'll find out all about that as we grow, as we understand what the book of time is, okay? Because the book of time is really hard and complicated to explain in one day or 1 week. It took me from 1999 to get to today with it, just to get it launched. And I'm now 2 days out of it. And as I say, I've got 104 people. And I've got a few companies and all that are interested in the book of time. So it's one of these things that we're going to see around the world. And at the moment, TikTok's where I launched that, and YouTube's where I put the videos. So at the moment, the 2 of the channels are the ones I'm kind of playing about with at the moment. Instagram's where I put the artwork out. That's a total different thing altogether. And I've got about 8 or 9 different channels out there with different stuff I've been putting out since 1999. On getting it prepared to launch this. So in September I start launching things. And there's a device being developed in Los Angeles, and I'm in close watching how this device fares out, because this device can actually does everything I'm trying to do in one go, which is I'm doing about 8 people's kind of job review, working as a job by myself, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, especially with the day like I had yesterday when I collapsed and spent 4 hours on the floor and couldn't even walk. But that's another story anyway, so don't worry about that one. But let's see who's followed now, because there's another name went up here, and let's catch the name. And join it. No, still you, Dora, still you, hen. Right, okay. Just you've not come off the one spot, even though I've followed you back, which is unusual. Usually it just comes off straight away. And I'm getting an itchy hand. Come in the room, join the room. Capitals. Just remember, put the name of the capitals and come and get in the book of time. This is the book of time here. It's starting. We're growing. We're up to 104. That's 104 people. That's simple. 104. Let's get it up. Get it up to 150. Yeah. So we're 104 and we're climbing the scales, and they're all in the book of time. And the last person in the book of time was Donna. That's right, Donna. And Donna could probably be with you following her. That's right. She's probably here looking for people to follow back and get 1,000. I don't know. She might be over 1,000. I've not looked. But maybe she wants to get 1,000. And then she wants to come out live with her idea and bring her idea to the world. And the book of time will help you, because that's what the book of time is here for. Because we want history. And Donna, you make it out there, you make your 1,000, you do your first appeal, your first show. You are then in the book of time in your history. And it's Donna Ferris 321. Donna Ferris 321. She's in the room just now, so if you can pop in and say hi, just say hi. Hi, Donna, how are you? Yeah, that's the whole idea of it. The whole idea is to grow as a community, help each other as a community. Yeah. If you get any questions, just make sure that you always put capitals so I can actually see it. Yeah, because I can't see if it's small. It's just like a nightmare for me. Yeah, but the capitals I can see, and I'm not much at reading writer, so I just do my best. Okay. But if you get any questions and there's anything you think you want to ask me, just ask away. I never get offended, so you're never going to offend me. And I don't wish to offend anyone either. Okay. I just wish everybody have a beautiful life, and the world gives everybody what they deserve. You know, that's my opinion. And sometimes I disappear. Yeah. There's certain things that you can't do on here. And if I disappear, it means I'm going for a cigarette. I'm going to have my cigarette and come back. And I'm never ever going to smoke a cigarette online, because some people get offended by people smoking cigarettes because it's not the PC thing to do. But when you're addicted, you're addicted. Yeah, just like any other addiction. So that's when I disappear. That's when I'm sneaking off to have a sneaky fag. Yeah, and then coming back and chatting away for the next 20 minutes, half an hour, and then sneaking off for another cigarette. And I never know when I'm going to sneak off. Okay, I'm getting the odds right now. So I'm not going to be here long. You're chatting. But we're up 105. 105, that's it. And we need more. So come in, capital letters, join the room, get to know what we're doing, tell other people, send them back here, and get your name in history. Put your name in a book of time. You come in here and you will go in history. That's right. And all I need to do is see a name with capital letters. Capital letters. And it's my pleasure, by the way. I just see 321 saying thank you. I'm probably there for a while, but I've just seen it. But yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah. And thank you back, by the way, for even just coming here. That's an achievement in itself, to have someone actually come in your room and to do something with you. You understand? So I'm going to try and keep quiet for a wee bit. Pop off for a wee sneaky cigarette. Come back in about 10 minutes, see who's in here. And I'm actually going to put a pair of shoes on, because my feet are frozen because of the floor. I've got wooden floor and I've got socks on. And I even though I've got a cushion, I've got my feet in the cushion, the cold still comes up. And I might have to do an injection as well. So I'm going to check to see all these things. So injection, cigarette, shoes. Injection, cigarette, shoes. And check to see if I'm going high or sky or whatever. sometimes you go high sky. And I'm no, oh dearie me, it's broken down. Low battery on, oh, I don't need a low battery, I need a reader. Right, okay, now we got problems. Problems with a capital P, because I don't know where to plug this thing in. Does it me? I set everything up, everything perfect. I tell you what, I'm going to take the one off the phone that I'm using for the lives, and I'm going to slap it in there. The good thing about this is you can slap these things anywhere now. They all fit each other. You just pull one out, put one in, charge that, charge this. And then also I do lives, by the way. When I do lives, it's when I go out, I just slap in camera somewhere, and I just have a walk about. And if something happens, it happens. If nothing happens, nothing happens. Connecting to the computer. I don't want to connect to a computer. I want to charge up. It's a total different thing altogether. Let's see what that's doing. I need to check that later. But let's go and have that quick cigarette that I'm not supposed to do. And be back as soon as I finished it. And I'll not be doing these online. I won't be showing these online or nothing like this. So it's not PC for people, and it's not good for people either. But I will go somewhere else and have the fact. Because as I say, the addiction, you can't get rid of that addiction. It stays there on time. So I'll be back soon. And then while I'm away, I may as well show you my book. It'd be nice to see the book. Because if you see the book, you then know what it's all about. And it's all about this book here. This is the first book. That's it, yeah. This is the book of time, yeah? That's the first book of time. That's the one. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Everybody can see the book of time. And as I say to you, on the book of time, we have no restrictions. We don't have restrictions because there's nothing there. We have to make it ourselves. And to make it ourselves, we have to fill in the blank spaces. It's right, we get the content to put in the book. But we don't stop there. That's the beginning. The beginning is to put the content in here. And we've got 104 names going to go in here. Then we're going to photograph them and make a slideshow. 104 names. Totally crazy, that, isn't it? Yes, it's crazy. And then after that, we're going to take the names and we're going to put them in a storyline. That's when it starts getting interesting. Because you don't just see your name, you see it coming from a little seed to a little branch to a big tree. Yeah, it's called nature. And that's what the Book of Time's about. The Book of Time's about history, but it's also about everybody sharing and everybody caring for each other. As I say to you, I'm going away for a sneaky one. I'll be back as soon as I can. And I'm going to have an injection, which I need to do because I've just ate. And it's now not telling me what my blood levels are. So I have to hope for the best that this is charging up properly. And then I come back and I just don't want to repeat it yesterday because yesterday I spent nearly 5 hours sleeping there on the floor or lying there dizzy and not being able to move. And then all of a sudden you're up and being okay, which seems to happen to diabetics quite a lot. I'm totally lost to that one. You keep telling me it's dangerous when you're high and it's dangerous when you're low, but you're okay when you're this and you're okay when you're that. And you're saying, well, what's the most dangerous one? And they can't tell you. They keep telling me one's dangerous and one's the other. And I'm saying, well, I don't get that one. Oh, well, this is dangerous. And then I say, but I feel okay when I'm like that. And they say, oh, no, it has to be free. And I'm like, that's when I concrete and I'm lying on the floor. Oh, it has to be between 4 and 10. Well, I'm lucky to get 10. Well, at 10 this morning, oh, dear me, celebration. I was going to buy a bottle of champagne, but I'm not allowed out. The Corona. And I don't drink, so I'm not going to drink a can of Corona, am I? Oh, somebody had the other one. Oh, there's my shoes. I'll put my shoes on. I'll do my injection first. And then I'll come back on again. Yeah, we're talking for a look at time. Yes, we're getting there, it's growing. That's all matters. Matters. back soon. I'm sitting here, so I'm not leaving. But I'll talk to you. But because I'm smoking a cigarette, it's like a bad boy. Bad boy goes into the, you go to school, you're a bad boy, and you go and hide in the shed, and you have the cigarette in the shed, because it's no PC. Everyone's no PC. That's what we call it. No PC. So if it's not PC, why should I be showing it to you and encouraging you to do that? Yeah. So what I do now is I'll take it to the edge, and I'll sit on the edge, and I'll talk to you for the edge, and try and explain about the book of time from the edge. Yeah. So you're not going to see anybody, you're going to hear me, and once I've finished the cigarette, I'll get back to normal, and I will talk to you normally. And I've got an injection. I can do that injection anywhere. Injection is no PC. It doesn't matter. But tissue paper does, and cleaning up does. So let me get some tissue paper. Let me just clean up here. Because it's behind the scenes, then you don't know what's going on. So at the moment, I'm not following it behind the scenes, but in the future I might be doing that, yeah. I have an idea to get a member of the family involved and get them to help me here. But every time you get family to help you, they kind of screw you over. So you kind of don't really want to go with the family members, But that's the way it goes, isn't it? So I'm going to sit here where you might see the edge of me or something if you're lucky. Yeah, you see my head. And I'm actually right here talking. And I put my feet here, so my feet are not so cold. And I'm sorry I can't come into the picture, but as I say, it's no PC smoking, and I'm not going to smoke online, or on TV, or on whatever you want to call this, So it's going to be blank, and I'm going to be talking, and you're going to just listen for a wee bit and get the idea of what's going on. Anyway, the book of time. It's all about the book of time, isn't it? Everything I'm doing is about the book of time. And I'm collecting names for the book of time. And I'm up to number 104. And number 104 in the book of time is the last person I collected. Yeah. I'll give you a rundown and tell you who that person is. So I'll put my injection there, put my pen here, and I'll put my other phone, which I'm going to be giving you for a call-in number, because you can call me live. And it will be somebody called Thank You, believe it or not. So it came from a person called Donna Ferris Free. Hold on a bit, right? Make sure of this. Donna Ferris 321, and he actually said the word thank you in capitals. So thank you within the book of time. But Donna Ferris followed me, and I followed her back, and she's now in the book of time. So if you can follow Donna Ferris 321 on TikTok, we'd appreciate it. Yeah. Now the names at the moment so far today. So I'm only going with the live we're doing right now. We're going with the live one before. It's VITT VEING. VITT VEING. And you're number 98. It's number 98 in the book of time. Number 98. Number 99 is treble B P R Y O R. That's treble B P R Y O-R, and you're number 99 in the book of time. That's that, 99. And like number 1, this is number 100, which is a special number. So they say, well, it is. You can get a letter from the Queen when you're 100, so I would say it's that special that you can get a letter. Anyway, let's read that out now. And that's CAITLIN_STYDOM. That's CITLIN_STYDOM. And you're number 101 in the book of time. 101 in the book of time. 102 is kind of easy. 102 is Jon, that's John, Jon, and it looks like ESY, Jones, or Jones, Z. Jones A. Jones A 102. Jones A 102. And you are 102 in a book of time. That's right. Then after Jonesy, we've got Donna Ferris. Donna Ferris, you're 103. And you've also got thank you at 104. But thank you is Donna Ferris, yeah. So Donna Ferris, 3 to 1, you are 103 in a book of time. And keep an eye out for 104 Donna as well, because it says thank you, it was in capitals, and you wrote the word thank you. So therefore, thank you is in the book of time, and you are in the book of time with two things at once. I prefer to have individual ones at a time, but we're going to build in numbers up. We might lose numbers, i.e. like the thank you and things, but we'll try and keep the names, yeah? So let's put your name in a book of time and let's see where it goes. Let's see where it leads and let's see where it stays. Yeah? So I'm keeping it blank, but as I say, because it's PCE, not in front of people, no matter who they are. Some people get offended, and I'm not here to offend no one whatsoever. Anything else, I'm here to collect people and collect names. And if you're at the top and you leave the top, you follow me, I will follow you back. Anyone that follows me, I will follow back straight away as soon as I have finished doing this little cigarette break I'm having, which isn't a break because I'm sitting here chatting away. And I'm trying to get my breath. So that's the way it goes. 105. That's what we're looking for. 105 is going to come next, yeah? So we're at 104, we're looking at 105, and 104 is thank you. That's what 104 is, thank you. And that comes from Donna Ferris, 321. Donna Ferris, 321. Yes, that's the name. So if you go and find Donna Ferris and you follow Donna Ferris 321, tell her Father Wisdom sent you. That's right, that's one of the characters in the book of time. Yes, that's one of the characters we already have in the book of time. He's already started, and he's today, he's up this time in history. And then we've got Daisy and the Lion, and the other creatures. There's 22 creatures in total. And you'll be watching them and following them, and it's just going to be people dressed up as characters, yeah? Just so as you know. They're going to be people dressed up as lions and tigers and wolves and this and that. And they're going to be telling you about their story in the book of time, because they're animals, and animals have history as well, just like us, yeah? So we want to know about history about everything, yeah? So everything's history. No matter what it is, just me sitting here on the side where no one can see me talking, it's part of history. And I'm coming back in about 10 seconds. There you go, I finished my cigarette break, I finished my little thing. I just have to take my injection. And once I've done the injection, I'll be back on form. And where did I put my injections? That's what counts. So let's put this paper back up here. Let's put this phone back on here. Let's take the pen, put it there. Let's get the injection needle. And let's set the injection needle to, I think I'll just inject 12. I'm supposed to inject 10 or 12, it's up to me. And sometimes I don't know when I'm getting high, when I'm getting low. And let me see if this is charging, because there's no charging. I have to go and put it somewhere else to charge it so I can check myself. And it's not charging, it keeps telling me enter the computer, and I don't want to enter a computer. So I'm going to be injecting, and I'm going to be charging over here. So let's move this, let's put the needle down, let's sit down, and let's charge this from here. At least we know what works in this one here. Yeah. And then let's see if I'm going high or not. There you go. 13, I'm going high. I knew I had to inject myself, because you get that feeling as a diabetic, and it's a weird feeling. But sometimes you ignore it and you don't understand it, because you've been getting it for many years, you just don't care. And you just don't know that you're actually going to inject yourself. So I'm going to inject myself, which won't take 2 seconds. You can watch the injection, because if you're diabetic, you know how to learn to do these things. So I put it on number 12. Right? That gives me 12 units of do they call the stuff? Oh, what is it called? What do they call it? I keep forgetting the name of this. Insulin. That's the name of it. And I find a spot, I hate this. And then I just whack it in. Boop. Sometimes I bend the needles because the skin's too thick with my skin. So I try my hardest to ease it in. And I do like a drill. You know, you get a drill when you twist it. So what I do is I twist this in, push, twist and push. Because I can really hate breaking the skin. You know? I don't know why I hate breaking the skin. Because it's no painful, it's no sore or nothing, but it's just tingly. I don't like that tingly stuff. So I try this as hard as I can because of my skin. Push up as hard as I can. And probably too hard for some people. And push, 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 push. And now inject. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then once I've injected, I leave it in for a bit and I count to 10. So if you're diabetic and you're a wee bit scared of this kind of thing, no pain whatsoever. But when you start, bloody horrible. I hate it and I still hate it now. And that's the injection done. Put a lid on. I don't change the needle. I keep the same needles, which you're not supposed to do. So just to let you know, because you can catch an infection. And I'll use this later on when I feel the way I just felt there just now. And then I'll just sit down now, everything back to normal, and I'll just wait till the dizziness goes away and everything else, and we'll chat away like mad. But anyway, we're up to 104, and the last one was thank you, and it's still thank you. So, but it looks as if there's someone could be at the top, and I could be getting another follower here, and it could be 105. And let's have a look and see. No, it's still you, Donna. There's no one seems to be interested in putting their name on a book of time, but people will come in, and when people start coming in, it starts actually making pace, and actually people start in the room, start chatting to each other and things like this. Maybe it's because I went away for that wee quick cigarette break I'm not supposed to do. But I'm a human being, just like any other human being, and I get human being thoughts. That's right. I just think like a human being because I am a human being. Does that make sense? We're all human beings, aren't we? Anyway, love you all. Come and join the room, and I'll tell you much more about the Book of Time. I don't know anything about the Book of Time because the Book of Time is just getting made. It's just coming up. It's just coming out. This is a new way of making history. And this is the way everybody in the world can make history together. Yes, together as one. You imagine that. You got a voice. The internet's gave us a voice. It's taken us around the world. And let's use that voice to the best of our abilities. And let's spread it. And let's promote what we're promoting. Let's make millions and millions of pounds together. Or let's just tell the story and forget the money. That's right. Let's just go for the story and let's look for happiness. Happiness is worth more. Oh, a lot more. A smiling face and a child is a smiling face forever. Yeah, one you never forget. And when you were born, you were a little baby. I know when I had my first child, it was like, wow, this is just incredible. This is just, how did I do that? that, that was me and my wife. We made this precious little thing. It's now in her 40s, by the way. And still look at that precious little thing that was born that day. They still are that precious little thing. I actually just got a phone call before I come on there. Two of my grandchildren out shopping with my wife. So that's how old my grandchildren are. Yeah. And what a life. What a life. What a most beautiful life you could ever have in the world. That's what I had. Beautiful. That's what I have. Nothing had. Illnesses might take things away from you, but can't take away memories. Yeah? The memories stay. Stay forever and ever. Aye. And if you're like me and you can create the Book of Time, your memories are going to end the Book of Time. Just like everybody else's memories I can put in here. So it's all about that. It's all about the Book of Time, yeah? So if you want to join in here and you want to know about the Book of Time, don't be scared to ask a question, but please write in capitals. Please write in capitals. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking. If you can join all these people here, all these people that are in the Book of Time today. All these people today and the Book of Time on the TikTok channel. That's right. So you're on the YouTube channel, jump over to the TikTok channel and jump in and ask her the questions there. Yeah, and you'll see my stuff on YouTube, so you'll get the idea of the kind of stuff I'm putting out. And then when you come in, you'll have something you'll be able to talk about. And that's why we've got the YouTube and the TikTok running live at the same time, so that we can invite one to the other, so that the one that comes from the YouTube channel already knows what to say when they come into the TikTok channel. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's the way we do it. Anyway, Dora, it's not looking too good. It's not looking as if anybody's interested in coming into the room. We want to get 2 people in the room, and we've got one that's following the host, and we've got you, and you're the friend, because she's on the top of her friends, it says. And there's someone else there. That's you, Donna, again, 321. So, and it's you, it's following the host as well. Right, okay, so it's just you, it's in the room, Donna. So I don't know if you want to sit in the room and wait like I'm doing, or you want to float on and get yourself some followers, because at the end of the day, the more followers you get for you, the more better for you. Yeah, I've got my 1,000, I'm over my 1,000. So when it comes to people having to follow back, follow this, follow that, I've done it. And the rest of it's immaterial, what happens after that, you know. I'm more interested in what I'm going to be doing daily with people with disabilities and people with cancer and people who just got over COVID and that kind of stuff. I'm more interested in what I'm going to be doing there and how I can use my imagination to create a better place and a better space for these kind of people that need that help at the moment, which I see. But if you go and look at my film Open, which is on YouTube, you'll actually see where I'm coming from, because you actually get a kind of life story of me in there. And you need to look at the film Open, obviously. And Open is all about London. It's about being open. It's about saying to people, come here. You know, Portobello Market, have a walk down it. You know, Kilburn High Road where I live. Have a walk down Kilburn High Road. The shops are open. These are people who help people in the past. Let's help them back in return. And if your area's like that and your area needs a bit of support, you've got the power. You've got the power. You've got the power to press a button and say hi. So you've got the power to press a button and say, hi, come and check my area. My area is a lovely area. Look at this man in this lovely shop that helps us. Look at these people. Look at Mrs. Jenny. Yeah, look after this person, you know? So we have the power to do that. We have the power to share amongst each other and generate a better world and a better world for our children and our grandchildren. But we just need to know how to do it. And we need to know how to do it as a team. So I'll have a look at your YouTube page. Yeah, go to my YouTube page. It's quite, we don't know a lot on it. There's something about Mind there that I've just put on, which is a charity to help people that are kind of not too well. And there's a guy that wrote for a singer called Jimi Hendrix a long time ago. And he's on there doing some performance, which he done for free of charge for Mind. So when you look at my page, have a look at that one as well, yeah? But the kind of stuff I do is kind of hard to explain because it's kind of weird. It's a mix between a load of crap and rubbish to stuff that's actually pretty good. So, and I can't boast myself. So it's other people are going to tell me. So I would say it's good, and you would say, no, it's just total crap. So that's the way it goes, isn't it? But if you want to join the room, as I say, everything in capitals because I can't read the smaller ones, and I don't have to keep grabbing a magnifying glass thing here like this. I don't have to keep putting a light on like this madness light that would probably be scared everybody. Can you imagine me running about doing this all day long? Oh, and you try to talk to you at the same time and try, it doesn't work. It's just crazy. So if you're doing capitals, I won't have to do all that craziness. So everything in capitals. Are you a football fan? No, I'm not a football fan. I like football, but I'm not what you call a football fan. Yeah. I'm hoping England wins this tournament, by the way, which is a bit unsurprising because I come from Scotland. I'm from Glasgow. I boogied for Glasgow and I boogied for Scotland because I was born in Scotland, so that's me. But I'm not what you call a football fan. I can take football or leave it. Now, if you ask me if I'm a fan of boxing, that's a different thing altogether. My favourite boxer is Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. I've actually met Lennox Lewis. I actually told him he was going to lose his fight, and he went and lost his fight. The next time I met him, it was the In and Out Club in Piccadilly, and I says to him, "Told you," and he just went safe. So Lennox Lewis was a lovely person, and I've met Chris Eubank as well. But boxing is what I like. I remember a guy called Benny Lynch, who was a lightweight in the world, and he came from Glasgow. So boxing is more me. Football's the rest of the family. Football crazy. You know, I had my cousin last night, and they were having a party in Glasgow, a TikTok party, by the way. And he was just gutted that England when they kicked out. He was just, he was on the floor, you know. He might even come in here, Barry, because he says he's going to be alive me today. But he was on the floor, you know. He put a German flag up, and I'm thinking, it's football. It's not a religion or nothing. It's not. You know, the football players don't feed you. They don't come to your house and have a cup of tea and a cup of coffee and say, "Here, there's some money for the groceries." No, no, they don't do that. The boxers don't do that either, by the way. But football, I can take football, leave football. But are you a football fan? And what's your team? And let's hope the teams go and do what they do. Yeah. So tell me about your football and what you like about football. Maybe somebody else can come in the room somewhere from out in that cyber world and get a chat to you about football. My mama was from Maryhill and a big Rangers fan. My mum lives in Maryhill, by the way, and my family are Maryhill. They're all Celtic fans. And I've got one fan that was my uncle's wife's family that are in, I think it's the Orange Lodge, and they're Rangers fans. But my uncle's child, who's got two children, is a Celtic fan. The majority of them are Celtic fans. If I come to Glasgow, I'll go to the Celtic game, and my uncle will take me to the Celtic game. And I'll enjoy every minute of it. But I have been to Celtic Rangers game and been in the Rangers end wearing my Celtic stuff. And I've never had no trouble. So I have nothing against any fans or nothing like this. But yeah, Rangers is good. Rangers ain't bad. They're the champions at the moment, but they don't exist because they went bankrupt. So they're not the real Rangers. They're a kind of fake Rangers. It's just come back. Yeah, but that's what I've been told. And my cousin's gutted when Rangers won as well, and kind of gutted when they smashed in the stadium and whatever they done because of whatever they done. I don't know what it was. But they done something. Yeah. I'm brave. I don't know why I'm brave because I'm housebound and no one can get in my house. So that's maybe why I'm brave. I don't know. Anyway, what can I say? What can I say? Life's life, innit? As I say, we're all human beings. We all got to live as human beings, and we all got to learn to be humans before anything else. And the world is sort of weird. And I've been through life, been through them all, and I've done stuff that you would call disgusting, and I've done stuff that you would call good. And everybody in the world make mistakes, and everybody in the world has to learn by the mistakes and change them. But anyway, as long as you're writing in large, I can actually read it and I can actually answer, you know. But yeah, so, and if your mum's a Rangers supporter, tell her good luck from me, by the way, okay? Right, because you'll see me on here with Celtic Talks, because I do wear Celtic Talks, because my father was a Celtic supporter and he passed away, and out of respect for my father, I will wear Celtic Talks, and I will wear Celtic Talk anywhere I go and be proud of wearing that top, because my father was a Celtic supporter, and I'm proud of my father, yeah? Just like I'm proud of my granny and granddad. You know, and I'll talk a lot about my granny and granddad because my granddad taught me every single thing I know in the world, near enough. Okay, so there you go. Coming in Rangers with Celtic shirt. Going in Rangers with Celtic shirt. Yeah, that was a mistake. It was a taxi driver. It was three of us, and we were obviously going to the Celtic end. And the taxi driver must have thought it was funny. He thought it was off at the Rangers end. And when we got to the place, it was just full of Rangers supporters. So we just went in. We got people spitting at us and things like that as we tried to walk through to the Celtic end to get away from the Rangers end, if you understand what I mean. But it was just the way we went into the match. That was it, and we didn't get in no trouble. We didn't get no, there was the odd spittle here and the odd push and the odd person trying to start something, but it never got that way. Yeah, but the taxi driver stitches up big style, and when you've got a drink in you, because we were drinking at the time, we didn't care. So it was dangerous, to say the least. But the atmosphere at the Celtic Rangers game was just incredible. It's fantastic. And same with Scotland, whenever Scotland goes, the music, the singing, and the boogieing thing was it's just an experience itself. And the games don't matter. Who cares who wins? As long as you enjoy yourself. Yeah. So when it comes to winning and losing, we don't care. We really, really don't care. Some people take it to heart and some people take it serious. But come on, think about it. You go to another carnival, you don't go to another carnival, you go to enjoy yourself. So you don't go for all that silliness, all that trouble. You go there and you go dance and have a great time. And I've been to so many carnivals, it's poof. That's how you got the carnival, right? 1978 or 1979 or something like that. The first carnival, and I have been near enough every carnival since. The odd occasion I went on holiday during that weekend. But let me talk a wee bit about me, just give you an idea. I'm sure you're free to go and finish your slow there. I came to London 76, 78, so we were about there. Maybe 76, 77, something like that. And the Portobello, as you watch the YouTube, you'll see, is one of the areas I fell in love with. And it's all to do with art, and music, and things like this. So I got myself involved with it. Phew, coming to Glasgow, having nothing, and coming to a big, big, massive city compared to a small city, and seeing this different way of life, you have to find how to adapt. Right, okay? And when you go somewhere strange, it's no easy to adapt. Because sometimes you go there and the people there don't like where you come from, they don't like this, and they don't like that, and you end up in a little bit of trouble here and trouble there. And that's what happened to me. I ended up in wee bits of trouble here and trouble there. And life went on, and you start learning how to communicate differently because the way of life is different in different cities, believe it or not. And the way people talk to each other is different. The way people look at each other is different. The way people protect each other's streets are different. Noticing in London that we're getting the postcode war, which in Scotland we had the street war. So it was the same thing, but except for in London it's postcodes, and Glasgow it was streets. So it's the same thing, the same, but very dangerous, very dangerous. So you have to work your way around, and you have to work out how to navigate through all this madness in the world that you don't understand because you're getting brought up and you think it's a bunch of roses because mummy and daddy look after you when you went to school and mummy and daddy look after you at night time by making sure you go to bed at a certain time and you're in at a certain time. And mummy and daddy give you your pocket money so you don't have to worry about going to work find money. And for someone on miracle, the mummy and daddy seem to put food the table all the time. So there's another worry you don't have. But when you leave school, when you get older and you go to the working class and you start moving about, mum and daddy's not there. You've lost that safety net, you've lost that barrier. And plus, because you've been kept in at 10 at night and put bed, or you've not been able to do this, you're not streetwise. So you're walking into a thing that's kind of dangerous. So you need to learn all that as a youngster, learn that when you're growing up. And that's what I've had to do. I had to learn all that as a child and learn that as well. And that's what I done, you know. Okay. And from Derby, when I came up to Glasgow, went to Paddy's Market. Is it still going? No, Paddy's Market's closed. Now, Paddy's Market, if you went to Paddy's Market, you probably know my dad. He's the guy that used to wear the Celtic top called Tommy McCafferty. And he's the one that used to do the furniture next to the very end of Paddy's Market. And we had quite a lot of stalls in Paddy's Market. Well, my dad did. He had 7 stalls or 8 stalls. And I had a brother there in Paddy's Market, and he was doing the dodgy DVDs and all that stuff. He was doing all the dodginess, the dodgy cigarettes, the dodgy this, the dodgy that. But anyway, that was him. But they shut Paddy's Market down, which is a shame because the Paddy's Market was actually built for the Irish. Way back in time, it was Irish market, and it was built for Irish immigrants that didn't have anything, and it was like mostly second-hand stuff. But it became a drug then, and they didn't have much choice but to close it down, to tell you the truth. But it was a lovely market. But the barras is still there. So was brilliant. That's a shame. Oh yeah. They done there's a thing on YouTube, by the way. There's a story about the history of Paddy's Market. I watched that because I've been doing Paddy's Market quite a lot. I like the place. Um, the equivalent of Paddy's Market, I don't know. There's none. There's none. It was unique. It was a unique place. Unless you were, as we say, streetwise, because only streetwise people would shop in Paddy's Market, you wouldn't understand that. But what a lovely place. And somebody shared the live video. Somebody shared the live video. I have no idea what that means, but someone, I don't know what it means that they're sharing this live or they're sharing something else live, yeah. But somebody else shared a live video, yeah. I have a video called Open, which is all about Portobello Market, Kilburn Market, the opening of London. It's on my YouTube channel, and I'm live here and I'm live on there at the same time, so you can join me on both. But on this one, what I'm trying to do is gather names for a book of time, and I'm up to number 104, and that's the names I got at the moment. What happens is you just, in capitals, that's what I'm asking everybody to write in capitals because I can't see anything else. You just write in capitals the name you would like to get in the book of time. And I will put you in the book of time and you will give a number and you just keep that number. That's all I'm asking you. If somebody's wrote high and lowercase, so I can't see your name or nothing like that. I'm very sorry about that. But there's 3 people at the top. I'm going to see if anybody else is following me. I'll follow back straight away. There you go. There's a name going in the book of time. It's just been put in there. And it's Dennis McGuinness. I'm hoping his name's, by the way, so bear with me on this one. I'm actually going to try my hardest. And there's Thomas as well. So, right, okay, I'm going to do this fast, by the way. So it's D, don't anybody write, help me here, DENNIS. Now, Dennis Madden is my uncle's name, by the way. But I have to go, sorry, Dennis, but I've only got Dennis on this one, so you can write that again, mate. I'd appreciate it because somebody's kicked you off. So it's TH. This is my dad's name, Thomas. Thomas McCarthy, it was my dad's name. H. No, it's an N. O. I need to get somebody else to do this because I'm totally wrong. Anyway, 106, Thomas Gnomes, 106, Thomas Gnomes, you are in the book of time and you are 106. Okay, I'm going to have to try and do this fast now. There's somebody called Jack something. You're 107, Jack. I'm going to try and get you quick before you move and I disappear and I can't get you. Jack, where are you? Where have you went? Jack G. If I miss you, put your name back in and just put the number 1, 2, 3, whatever, until I find you, if you understand what I mean by that. And I can get you. And Dennis, I've only got your first name, mate, okay? It looks like Douglas, but it's no Douglas, it's Gary. G-R-E-A. See if the E. It looks like an L-I-S-H. L-I-S-H. You are 107. You are 107. And Thomas, T-O-M-A-S-N-O-M-S. You are 106 on the book of time. You are both in the book of time. And Dennis, you're back up again with that name that I couldn't catch. So here we go. Dennis M. Let's try and do this fast. M-C-N-N-I-S. Right, you're now number 105. Dennis, M-C-N-E-N-N-I-S. You are in the book of time. You are 105. 105 on the book of time. We're going up to 111 here. And then I have to write it all out again and start again, right? So that's how it works. You put a large names. If you want your name in, I don't know what your name is at the bottom, but you're below Dennis. It's Paul something, I think it is, or Neil something. Really can't see that one. If you write it in capitals, it'll go straight in the book of time. Straight in the book of time. The book of time's about history, and the number and the name links to where you're going to be in the history of the book of time. Yeah. So if you put capital in and write that in capital, I'm going to try the magnifying glass, but I know every time I try, that's it. I can see it now. NealnEal. And if I miss it, you just put Neil Murphy twice or three times, you know. So it's NEALMUPAY. So that's NEALMUPAY. That's your name. And by the way, follow each other. Because the whole idea is about growing, yeah? So follow each other. I'll give you your names. You just follow them. If you hear names on here, it's not here. Take a note of the name and go find them and follow them, and hopefully they follow you back, because that's what it's all about. It's about caring and sharing. But you're in the book of time. You're in the book of time. So at the moment, we've got Dennis, MCNENNIS. You are 105. That's Dennis. You're 105, Dennis. 105. Then we've got Thomas. Thomas, NOMS. You're 106. You're 106, by the way, yeah? Then we've got Jack. Now, it sounds like Kenny Dalglish and Jack Dalglish, so I don't know how to say his second name, so I'm going to go for this. Jack Grealish. Right, I'm probably 100% out there. Jack Grealish. That's what it looks like to me. Sorry to tell you. I'm going to read it so that other people that know how to spell can actually say this properly, yeah? So it's JACK, that's Jack. GREALISH. You see, I'm using this for English lessons so I can learn how to read and write. You understand? So then we've got Neil, which I can spell, and it looks like, well, I spelled that right. MAUPAY. MAUM. I missed something here. I missed the A. How can I miss an A? So I need to get again then. MAUPLY. PLY. MAUPLY. PAY. Aha. PAY. I need to sort that. PAY. And I've just got another name now to come on. And the next name, well, all these names are coming. We've got Lewis DUNK. Lewis DUNK. You are 109 Lewis DUNK. And then we've got Harry Kane. That's the football player. Harry Kane. Harry. You can get in the book of time as well, mate. K-K-A-N-E. Harry Kane, you are in the book of time and you are 110. Now, this is the last one for about 10 seconds, right? So let's hope we can get this one in. Then I can write it down again. So it's E-D. Oh, please don't do any more because I'll never get this one. EDIISON. Edison. And the next name is CAVANNI. You are 111. Edison Gavin, you're 111. I'm going to have to take this page and go to the next page because there's more names there and I have to get the name down quickly. So let's try and get the next one. And the next one is Father Wisdom. That's me, by the way. I don't know why you put my name in, but Father Wisdom it is. Actually, Father Wisdom's a character, by the way, and he's played by a very famous actor that won the 220 award. Wisdom, the 220 Portobello Film Festival Comedy Award. That's Father Wisdom. So that was an easy one to put in as it goes because we do have a Father Wisdom in the Book of Time, and he's one of the characters. So to let you know, 111, so that'd be 112. 112. Right, now I've got 113, and we can might be lucky here. Get Joel, JOEL, and then it's, wow, this is a big name, this one. TRICK, N G A N. Why does that happen? A N G. Must be an easier way to this. E L. And there's a daughter in from there. E L O U. O U. Right. And then after that we've got, wow, we've got 114, who is very hard for me to see here. G A L B B I. There's an I there. Oh, don't do this to me, not at the moment. B-I-O. B-I-O, where have you went? Where have you went? B-I-O-O-N. N, N, N. And then it's S-T-E, S-T-E-P-H-E-N-S-O-N. I'm sorry if I can't shout you out at the moment, but you're 114 Jal Stevenson. Jal something Stevenson, yeah. And what have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, you missed me out. Who have I missed out? Give me a name. You have to write a name. There's Wun Tang Clan. Wun Tang Clan, which is W-U-T-A-N-G. And the next name is C-L-A-N. And the one after that is 116, and that's Beans. I like that name because I like beans and toast. Anyway, if you want to know what I'm doing with these names, just ask. But you're all going on the Book of Time. The Book of Time is where you're going, and that's where your names are going. And there's numbers beside them. Listen to the numbers, keep a note of the numbers. Don't worry too much about the names. I need the names, you need the numbers. The numbers are 112 for Father Wisdom, and we have a Father Wisdom character already. Okay, 113 is JOELTRICKANGELOU. Right, okay. And then the next one after that would be 115, and that'd be Wu-Tang Clan. Must be Kung Fu or Wu-Tang Clan. Oh, wow, oh. Bruce Lee, I liked him. And the next one is 116 Beans. Now, someone says I missed them out, so if I missed you out, let me know, and we'll put you in the Book of Time. But it has to be a capital name, and just put this name, this name. What are you doing with these names? The whole idea of the Book of Time, right, okay, is we're looking for characters, and we're looking for characters' names that we can make up. And it could be anything. Doesn't matter what it is, it's something you make up. So we put you in the Book of Time, and then you're in history. So therefore that name then follows that story. Then that character or that number or that name, they all go together and they go. And we put you into different things. We're doing kind of like Pokemon cards. And we might decide that, oh, I love that name, let's put it in the back of a Pokemon card, and we'll distribute Pokemon cards and things like this. We don't know what we're going to do with the names. We're trying to work our way out. That's why we're asking for names for the Book of Time. So your names are going into what's called the Book of Time. Yeah, and that's what we're doing with the names to start off with. And then we're going to take it from there to there. You understand? So if you put your name down, and that's why we're asking in capitals, and that's why we're putting the names down. So Mr. Burns, so you can make any name up you want. You don't have to have a real name or nothing. So this is all fantasy, yeah. So it's a fantasy world that the names are going to get used in. Yeah, I don't know if that all makes sense to you, but it's kind of the only way to put the fantasy world out is to have a whole world of fantasy people, and fantasy people need fantasy names, and that's what these names are. They're not real names, they are names that people put together for the Book of Time and post here for the fantasy of the Book of Time. And we don't, you put it in capitals, and that's why it's in capitals. But take your time because I'm very slow at this. Tomski. I'm sure I got that. Tomski. And the next one after that was, wow, why can we keep the names kind of small? Because it's making my job hard. What was that one? M.A. Malaka. I like that name, Malaka. So Malaka twice. That's an A at the end, not an E. Right, okay, so 120 is Malacca, 119 is Tomski, Tomski, and we're now on 121. And you can put other names in if you want, Bobo. I know, oh, there's a name just disappearing. It's BISS. BISS. You are 121. 122. And if I miss you, you're just going to have to keep going around till I get you because I'm kind of hopeless at this. Y-A-Y-A. Now, and that looks like banana to me. B-A-N-A-N-N-A. Right, Y-A-Y. So Y-A-Y-A. That's it. Y-A-Y-A banana. And the next one is Danny. Wow, you're really, really. Yeah, is it Danny or Danny? Danny is Danny. The next one is Danny. Danny. And that was 122. This is 123. Trying to remember the numbers. 123. Where did Danny go? Danny need Nedelko. Right, remember these names are going to be used in a fantasy world. Just remember that, a fantasy world. Okay, Dominic. 1, 2, 4. I'm going to have to do this as quick as I can, but Dominic and then the man G. I'm going to skip you, Dominic. No, I'm not going to skip you because it's still just as hard for me to do this. Dominic. I was going to try and skip you and do something totally because it's easier one below. Yeah. Calvert Lewis. Lou and and the one below, which is the last one for a minute, because I'm really kind of 125. 125 is the G-Man. Yeah, the G-Man. Yeah, the G-Man. The G-Man. Right, okay, let me get a quick rundown on who's here and who's in the book of time, because obviously I might have missed people, and I'm sorry if I missed you, okay? And the next ones will have to wait now to come back round. So we're at 112 was Father Wisdom. That was Father Wisdom 112. 113, that was Joe Trick. Angelou. Next, I'm going to spell them. It's much easier. Number 114 was JLBION Stevenson. JLBION Stevenson. These are all people you can follow. These are all people follow each other and talk to each other, yeah? Next one, I like this one. Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan. We got that one. And the next one's my favourite, Beans and Toast, but this was Beans. So nobody's used the name Beans and Toast yet, but Beans. Right, okay. And the next one after that was Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns. After that was Halliboo. After that was Tom S.I. S-K-I-L. S-K-I. There's no L. So cut that L out. I don't know where I got that there. And the next one was kind of hard for me to really get, but I got it, right? Was M-A-L-A-K-A. M-A-L-A-K-A. And the next one after that was the easiest one I've had today. B-I-S-S. B-I-S-S. And the one after that was Yaya Banana. Yaya Banana. So 122 is Yaya Banana. Right, okay. And the one after that was Donnie. Nedelko. It's Danny, not Tony. Why am I saying? Oh, because I like Donny Osmond, that's what it is. It's Danny. Nedelko. And the one after that was 124 with Dominic CALVERT _ the one after that was the G-Man, it was 125. So far it's up to 125. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these away and I'm going to write the next page. Let's write the next page because we need about 20,000. And we're going to run out of paper because I've got 2 sheets of paper now. But I've got 500 over there. But it's hard enough getting the names. It's going to be harder to keep them without losing who's whatever and whatever. So anyway, YouTube, there's nobody on it, and who knows, somebody might turn up, but it doesn't matter. So we're looking at River Plateau FC. River Plateau FC. So it's River Plateau FC. And you were 126. 126. 126 on the book of time. That's right. River Plateau FC. And then after that, you've got Ferris Pants, which is Ferre. Ferre. And the second one was pants. I'm sure it says that. Pants. Pants. And you're 127. 127. And after that, we've got. We won that one. It looks like 19 to me. 19 HO. So it looks like 19 HO. If I'm wrong, just say you're wrong, Andy. You know, my name's Andy, by the way, just so you know. And it's NOMS. So that's 19 HO. I can miss an H. I don't know. And it's NOMS. And you're 128 in the book of time. That's right. These are all going in the book of time, which is a fancy book. So just to let you know. The next one is Candice. Oh, I like that name. When I was younger, I had two singers that used to sing for me. I tell you the story once of what Candice and one was called Candice, and that was fantastic. 129. I used to take them, and they used to perform. And Candice was the one. I'll never forget Candice the rest of my life. It was fantastic, honestly. I need a dump. I'm sure what you're doing there. I need a dump. I'm going to have to check this list. Let's have a look and see if I need a dump made in here. No, I ain't got you. I need a dump. So let's get you in here. I need a dump. I need a dump. I'm sure I heard that name somewhere along the line. So I might have two Anita Dumps in the book of time. Anita Dump. And Anita Dump, you're 130 in the book of time. 130. Just remember the number. That's all you've got to remember. And remember the name that you choose, so that you remember you're in the book of time. And whenever you see that name up, that number will be beside it somewhere. So in other words, there could be a character who's called Anita Dump, and it could be a dinosaur, a dragon, it could be a person, it could be a flower, it could be anything it is. And the number will be there somewhere. And you just like finding Harry, you'll find that number, and that number's on the same part of wherever that thing is. Yeah. So that's there's something there that I can't read, something about you think Black Lives Matter. That's the thing about people that have done weird stuff, you know, the Black Lives Matter thing. Do you think Black Lives Matter? It's very hard to say that one because I don't read fantasy books. I just make things up. It's so hard to say the Black Lives Matter thing because I'm a human being, and I was born a human being, and I think everybody in this room were born human beings. I might be wrong here. Therefore, when we were born, we were the most beautiful babies in the world. So therefore, every single person in the world is the most beautiful person in the world. And I don't see the other side of it you're talking about. So when you ask that question, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But if you look at my art, it's a different thing. You'll actually see that I've done a tribute to a certain thing in history that happened. And it's an emotional thing rather than anything else. But the question you asked is to me is a kind of not a kind of question I'd ever ask anyone, because that's between the person in themselves and their heart and what they feel. And as a human being, I believe that every single human being in the world deserves the respect that I would want off of them from me to them. I hope that helps you, and I hope you can understand that one. But there you go. People ask silly questions, they get answers that they don't understand. And if I don't understand the question, and therefore I can't answer it properly and truthful, then I'm going to answer it the way in my heart I believe. And I believe that I'm a human being, you're a human being, I'm no better than you, you're no better than me, therefore every single person in the world matters. And that doesn't matter where you were born, who you were, who you come from, who your ancestors are, the whole lot. Every single human being in the world is no better than any other human being in the world, and we're human first. So therefore, every single human being matters, and I feel strongly about that, believe it or not. Right, anyway, WAYNE, and it's Care. Wayne Care. Now, I like the name Care because when my brother was very small, he was in a gas explosion. And what happened was he had 80% gas wounds, like burn wounds, yeah? And he was rushed by helicopter to a hospital. And the person that saved his life was called Alan Kerr. Now, I'm 62-year-old. My brother's younger than me, not much younger than me. And are you a Celtic fan? Everybody keeps asking me that because I wear Celtic tops. I'll tell you the story about that soon. Anyway, that's why I like the name Kerr, is the guy actually saved my brother's life. So I kind of like that second name, you know. Right, okay, I'm a Celtic fan. I'm not a football fan, and people keep asking me that one question because I do like to wear Celtic football tops. And I wear a Celtic football top in honour of my father, in honour of my grandfather and my grandmother. They were Celtic supporters, i.e., as in football. But me, I'd rather go and watch a boxing match and watch Lennox Lewis or someone like that boxing. You know, and I don't even know the name, know the names. I just watch it. And that's it. But when Celtic won, I have a little bit of pride inside me, and I go, whoa, whoa. But if they lose, it don't mean a thing to me. They don't feed me, so I'm not a fan in the sense of, come on and do it. No, 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 no. I'm a fan in the sense that there's one for you, Dad. There's one for you, Granny, Granddad. It's the same as Scotland. My mum wants Scottish independence, and I'm a fan for Scottish independence because my mum wants Scottish independence, and I'm in London. But the truth is, it doesn't really matter to me. You understand? It doesn't feed me, doesn't put bread and beans on my table, it doesn't, you know? So worrying about what you're talking about is a wee stress that I can deal with it, you know? Anyway, that's me and the football thing. It disappeared already that quick. The Any chance of betting in large, so I can actually read, they do have a nice jersey, though, but that's nice. That doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, man, is it Ivan Aaron? Ivan Aaron, you are in the book of time and you're number 32. I've got to get you down dead quickly here. IVAN, Ivan, ARDON. And you are 132 in a book of time. Ivan Aaron. Is that what you eat? Sassy toasted beans. Is that what you eat? Beans and toast. Oh, dearie me. Here, check this. Beans and toast. Huh, of course it is. Beans and toast. You can't go wrong with beans and toast. I like my beans and toast. I was just going to show you my paste, my salmon paste. I'll tell you what. Stay there. Show you my salmon paste. I'm going to have a salmon paste now. You just got me eating. Got me hungry. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you are food. Yeah, you just get me in the mood there for eat. You ask me that, and you, oh, got chicken this time. Oh well, I'll do just suffer with chicken. Right. The question is do I like beans and toast? Oh, of course I like beans and toast. Watch this. I'm not too keen on this one. It's not as good as the one that I really, really, really like. But my family go crazy when I eat these. I get my spoon. I open my tin. That's the lid. There's the lid to my tin. I'm not going to show you the name of this. Comes in a little jar like this. Right. This one's a chicken one. Chicken one. And I just get this and I go straight in there. And I'm a, whoa. Oh, dearie me. Oh, isn't that beautiful? What more do you want? Come on. Oh, I don't know how to use a cooker. Last time I used a cooker, I burnt the house down. So I keep away from the kitchen. You like my glasses? I can't stand them. And but that's me. And I can actually see what you wrote because it's big. The rest of the stuff's very hard for me to see. But beans and toast, I've got a joke. Because my son-in-law's a cook. And his food's all over the place. It's like you go online and his recipe and everything else. So the beans and toast is a kind of joke with him. And I'll go on to him and I'll say, oh, I really, really hate your food. It's horrible. Any chance to make me some beans and toast? Well, he's not that kind of cook, so he gets offended. And he kind of gets offended, but not just offended, but he kind of gets the hump in offending. So therefore I do it more because I think it's funny watching him going, when he knows you're actually joking with him anyway. But that's my son-in-law. But yeah, beans and toast is one of my favourites, yeah. You can't beat these. But I prefer the salmon. Oh, the salmon ones are beautiful. And once you open this, you're addicted. But this is my snacky food. And I'll snack away anyway. I'll be rest that later. And I'll put it on there. There's no room here to put anything, so. Oh. But anyway, that's there. But that's the answer to the beans and toast one. But we're up to 132. That's 132 we're on to. In the book of time today. And 132 is quite a lot of people as it goes if you think about it. And as I say, you write stuff in capitals and I can actually see it. I might not be able to read it because I can't read and write anyway. That's how I think to myself. So it might be hard for me to read out what we write, like what I'm reading. But 132 people, Ivan Adrian, and we went from 126 to 132 very quick because I couldn't keep up with it. Now, there's nobody up the top there to follow back, so I'm going to have a look and see, yeah? But remember, try your hardest to write large, so I don't need to use a magnifying glass because it's much better with it. Let's have a look up here. Aye. There's no one to follow, so that's definitely a following sign that there. But it's also a thing it's telling me when people come in the room. But yeah, I see the sign that actually says I like your glasses. So yeah, I don't know. I'll get 2 pair. I've got another pair. These ones. We probably say the exact same. But I've got these glasses here. I've got boots, the chemist. They give me these. And it cost me money. And then I put this thing on it. And where are we? But if I go over there, I can see over there. But if I go near, I can't see. Now, if I put these glasses on, I can just about make out what's on this screen on this little phone. But I bought a device, apparently you put in front, and it makes me 10 times bigger or something like that. So we'll see what happens with that, yeah? But my eyesight's starting to go. So I'm waiting on laser treatment again. I had laser treatment this eye, get this eye done. And let's hope I'm more blind before it. And that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to get that. And I'll still have to wear glasses, I suppose. I don't know. But if I take my glasses off and I'm sitting with you in a restaurant or you're that kind of close, that's me. I don't see you. I see a silhouette of you. I don't even see your face. So if I take my glasses off, I'm very, very blind. If I'm wearing my glasses, I can actually make things out. And that's why I say people put capitals. capital name up there, and I can see it. Then I can put you in the book of time. So there you go. That's the glasses. So I'm the glasses. And now you've got to be in the mood for the eat after eating the lunch beans and toast. I'm going to try and eat this whole thing. I wish I got the salmon one out, but I've got the chicken. I'm going to suffer in silence and eat the. I don't want to drop this chicken. Don't want to drop it. When you drop it, you lose it. You pay money for it. It's cheap, by the way. Some people put that in bread and I don't know. Straight like that. Hold your ass done. Chicken pie. And I'm not getting paid for this, by the way. Yeah. But if you want to pay me, you know what I am. And if you can send me some for free, I'll never starve. But I don't mind paying for it. I can't remember what it's cheap, under 50 pence or something for this. But I don't know. I seem to like this stuff. I don't know why. But maybe it's because you eat it like this. What you eating? Some kind of cheap chicken paste stuff. It's very, very cheap. Comes in a glass jar. And I bought it at a shop called Aldi's. And I like it. Somebody asked me if I like beans and toast and it made me hungry. So I run in the fridge and I go, that's I'm going to eat it. That makes sense, yeah? But anyway, if you want to join about your time, put your name there. 132. Ivan Arden. 132. And you could be 133. Just put a name and make sure it's in capitals. Is it nice? It's not as nice as the salmon. The salmon's nice, yeah? Can you please write in capitals so I can actually see? Because I struggle to see if it's not in capitals, yeah? If you don't mind. What are you eating? Is it nice? Yes, it's nice. Honestly. I like watch. I'm nearly finished it. This is my snack between snacks. But the salmon one's better. Salmon one's much better. Much better. Not even 50% better. More like 100% better. But whether it's good for you, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I've been eating them for years. But I'll eat one of these things that when I eat them, people look at me and say, you're actually eating that out of the jar. It's the way I used to eat it as a child, out the jar. So it's no difference, you know. Same when you have butter sandwiches on a bit of bread and people go, you've only got butter on that. Yeah, but when I was a child, there only was butter. Just because there's extra stuff nowadays in the food shops and all, it doesn't mean you're going to change your eating habits. And I remember as a child, here there's some sandwiches, you know, we got plate, you got at 8 o'clock in the morning, and if you come in before 5 o'clock at night, it was, what are you doing home so early? You think you were sick or something? You were supposed to be at 10 o'clock at night. But nowadays, your kids go at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and come back at 10 o'clock at night during school holidays. Hey, the parents got to go crazy because it's too dangerous out there. So, food eating and growing up is totally changed. Yeah. But yeah, that's nice chicken. And you can taste something of that could be described as chicken. I don't know if it is chicken, but it's described as chicken and it tastes like chicken. So let's hope it is chicken. But as I say, the way the food is nowadays, we don't always have food. We just got to hope to put the truth on the label, you know. And if it makes you money, you can tell lies and put something else on the label. You think you can get away with it, you're going to get away with it. I don't know why it's everybody, that's certain people. Yeah. Anyway, the room's got empty again, and I'm going to have another wee break. So I'm just going to leave it running. I'm going to leave you running as well because I'm on 2 channels at once. I'm on YouTube channel and I'm also on TikTok channel. That's right. And the TikTok channels, it's the name of the TikTok channel is the Book of Time, and the name of the YouTube channel, that's right, the YouTube channel is the Book of Time. That's confusing, isn't it? The Book of Time on YouTube channel. Because that's a channel on YouTube. And the Book of Time on TikTok, because it's a channel on TikTok. That's right. So what we're doing is we're putting people on put one in the book of time. It's a fantasy world. It's not a real world. So don't come in here thinking that you come into a real world. You come into a fantasy world. And your name and number is obviously going to be put into the fantasy book, the book of time, the book that we don't know when it's going to start, when it's going to end, and we don't even know where it's going to go, and we don't even know the storyline in a sense. But if you want to the YouTube channel or the TikTok channel, depending on where you are now, you can go to both channels and you can simply follow through the stories in both channels and work them out. And if you really, really want to follow the book of time, you'd actually find all my other stuff on my other YouTube channels, which isn't the Book of Time channel. That makes sense to you? But there's about 8 or 9 channels there. And everything's stored. So I've got it all stored. And slowly but surely it's going to be coming out. And we're going to take you through time, before time began, to time ends, to just now, to past time, until back to time again. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Very, very confusing. And it's a very, very confusing book. And it's a very confusing way of putting one out. Because there's no writing involved with it, really. So we're taking these names, we're taking these numbers, and we're going to 132, and I'm going to work my way up now. So that would be 1, 3, 3. And then it would be 1, 3, 4. We're nearly at the end, by the way. 1, 3, 5. And you can put the names in whatever amount you want because it's the numbers that count with me, not the names. 1, 3, 6. 1, 3, 7. 1, 3, 8. 1, 3, 9. 1, 4, 0. Now, if you give me a name and you give me a number and you write it in capitals, you're consenting for me to use this for the book of time. Okay, so let's go now. We're going to have to wait till people join and we're going to have to tell them what's going on, and it's kind of boring. So we're going to have a wee break. I might just have a cup of coffee, come back and start the next bit after a cup of coffee. I'm going to have a quick one of these and come out of the book of time, yeah? So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to end now. Nothing ever happened in the YouTube one, so that was kind of a waste of space. But we'll try it again and we'll see what happens. So I'm ending now, and if you're in the room, I'm very sorry. And I hope you have a wonderful life and go and find someone to follow. And I hope you do well, and I'll see you back later. And I'm gone now. Bye-bye. That's ended now at the button. Thank you very much. Back in my phone now. I'll wait. 12. Right, okay. Okay, 114. I need more driving license, I wonder. Oh, something. I'm going to put that drawer. navigate, you're gonna. Right, that's where the mad money.
Hi, Dad.
Richard,
Yeah.
did you put that money in from my mum?
What?
Did you put that money in from my mum?
No, I sent it to you.
You what?
I sent it to you.
Oh, fuck, I spent
Because
it.
I couldn't do it. I sent it to you and you said you were going down to the bank that morning.
All right.
And you said you did it.
Did I do it?
You said you did it.
I
You
don't
were
know.
going to the bank that morning.
I might went to the bank for something else. Oh, no, I was just wondering what, I better let them know then because Charlie says to me, no, I can't see it. And I'm like, yeah, Richard put it in. Yeah, Richard put it in.
No,
So it's probably me put in. Don't worry about it. I just want to know
I
if you
didn't
done
put
it.
it because it didn't work.
Yeah, she phoned me up yesterday. I said, I don't know. I better ask Richard. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Oh, it's me again making
Oh,
mistakes.
Richard, nothing.
Well, I do have to ask you.
I tried calling you the other day because I was on my way down Tuesday and then the line broke down on me.
Right, I've got a new
I'm not
phone.
circular.
I've got a new phone and a new phone number.
Right, okay.
See this phone
Well,
number
that's
I'm
probably
talking.
explain it.
See this phone number I'm talking to you on. Because I'm
Yeah.
going to be using this phone all the time live, you can't phone it. You just
Right, okay.
cuts after live, yeah. So what I've done is I've got another phone. Just doing my head in here, I'm going to buy fucking phones for this. But I've got another phone with a phone number on it. It's an EE number, which you can phone. But
Right.
what you've also got to remember is when you're phoning me, you might phone when I'm live. And it will be on loudspeaker all the time because I can't hear the fucking things. So other people's going to hear your conversation if it's something that you don't want to talk about. And I will say to you, I'm live at the moment, so you'll know I'm live or not. And then I'll switch
Well,
off and
just
phone you back.
text me your new number. It's a good idea.
Well, I can tell you.
And then text me it, but are you going over to where Mum is on Saturday?
I ain't got a clue. No. I don't think I'll be going out to your mum's at all because I'll be doing lives and I can't, you know, CIA's in there watching me and all this stuff's happening. And so I actually can't do my work at weekends on there. And I said to your mum once I start work, Jackie, I'm going to be working all the time. So all the time means all the time. I don't know what it means to you, but I got 133 followers in an hour. And if I get 133 followers in an hour, and I need the followers to do what I've got to do in September, you know, even if I only get 1% of the followers donating to the GoFundMe page I've set up, that'll get me started.
Why don't you do a T-shirt where you got your image on a T-shirt, which they then go to a company website and they print the T-shirt for you.
I don't want to be.
They just send you a commission.
Yeah, I don't want to be getting into that at the moment. That kind of selling stuff and all that on the line stuff. I want to be
No,
more
to raise funds.
Yeah.
Support.
Well, I've got what do you call
Spread
it?
the word.
I've got the GoFundMe thing, but I'm trying. I have no idea. I just need somebody to come to sit with me and show me how to do a bit of fundraising, and then I get the fundraising going and understand it and jump in.
Well, there's community grant. If you go to where you live and where you're working, there's a community fund is now available. You must apply. You must apply for the borough community fund.
The borough community fund. I've been knocked back, you know, for the enterprise allowance fund.
Really?
They put me on the scheme, right? And it was the guy that I told that I was doing the book. And he says it wasn't a business, right? Anyway, they put me on the scheme. Never told me to put me on the scheme. And then he phoned me up, and he went, "You've not filled this form in properly." So I said, "Would you want me to tell you over the phone?" So I tell him over the phone, and he went, "I don't think this scheme's right for you." So I don't think it's right. I don't myself personally don't think it's right. I'm telling me what he thinks because at the end of the day, nobody knows what business is business, do they? A business, you know what I mean? The very first business in the world was started on an idea, and from that idea, the whole world was created. Is that right or wrong? Am I losing it here? So anyway, that's what I was explaining to him. And he went, well, I don't think the scheme's good enough for you, blah, 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 blah. So I went, okay, take it off, because I'm not going to get anywhere if this guy's the guy that's got to be the guy I got to talk to every time. You understand?
Right.
So I think, fuck it, piss it, fuck off. So I just said it myself. So I went back to the drawing board. So I went to the GoFundMe thing and I went through my GoFundMe thing and I changed it all. Right, okay. And whether I've done it right or not, I don't know. I need somebody else to go into it, to do it for me, to say, yeah, that's right and that's wrong. Yeah. But it needs to be somebody that's on the same level as me, which is very fucking hard to get anybody in the same level as me. So I thought to myself, I know what I'm going to do and I know how I'm going to get people without getting people physically. Does that make sense to you? So what I've decided to do is I've actually decided to create names to go in the book of time.
Right.
So therefore everybody puts their name down. I'm up to 152. Not only are they getting in the book of time, but they're actually following me. So therefore my following's got up there, my rating's going to go up there for the amount of time we spend on the website's going to go up because they've got to fill a form out to get in the book of time. And I'm now live on 2 different channels doing the same thing. And I'm writing it down bits of paper and it's really working. But the problem is I can't do nothing else. It's like I can't go out the house, I can't do nothing. I'm stuck here sitting going, follow me. I'll put your name on the book of time and your name goes in the book of time, it's there. And you follow the people in the book of time, they follow the people. And that's fantastic for building up your TikTok account and building up your YouTube account and all the other ones. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you might be able to earn pennies. And you might be able to do that advertising you're talking about, wearing a t-shirt for a company, putting a logo for a company, you know. But all these,
not for companies, just to support what you're doing.
Yeah, but
they're like £3 per top.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You can do all that. But also, we're putting all these people's names in here and give them a number to their name, right? And tell them they're going to book, they're going to history. They're curious. What happens next? What happens next? So then we can take them to the next stage. So I got the idea for the Euro 2020 football. I was watching Euro 2020 football and we're talking about the football. And I noticed that TikTok's sponsoring the Euro 2020. I don't know if you know that, but TikTok's sponsoring them. Right, okay. So that's where the idea came from. I sat and watched it and I went, right, okay, they've done that. And that's going to run Europe. Everybody's talking about this and everybody's jumping into this football, right?
Yeah.
But when they watch the captain, the manager, and they have the interviews, they have the plaque behind them with all the wee signs and all this. So that's what I'm going to first put out, the names that I'm collecting. So in other words, instead of your t-shirt you were talking about, in the background, and you're going to see it as all the members of TikTok that's followed me. Therefore, creating more people to follow me on TikTok and more people to join me. Now, my idea is to give away, and it's not to sell, it's to give away welcome packs. The welcome packs are electronically made, right? So in other words, once they're made, and once they're put somewhere where somebody can download them for free and you can send them a link, there's no more work to be done there. That's done. So that's the idea to build that and do that, right? As soon as I've mastered that and I've got that on the plate, they then realise that their name is linked to a number, that number's linked to the story, and somehow they're going to get in the story. Yeah? Right. That's when you start doing the ebooks. Because their characters inside the story. And they know what the character names are because the number and the name and the freebies tell them. But when the characters are doing the character's part and they want to see how their character is going, they'll then have to go to Amazon, whatever it is, and download the ebook or take the video and pay for the video. Now they start paying for what they were getting for free. Does that all make sense to you?
Right.
That's where funding starts to come in. But then merchandise can go in the book of time. So we can put merchandise in and all that stuff. But we need to be doing it at the right time. So we need to build it the same way. On September, we go to launch the film, right, which I'm promoting like mad here. Once that film's over and done with, we then get into the venue where we take the people that really matter in this story that I'm telling you about. But these people are visible. They're not, these people could be here. Oh, we pretend we help these people. We help these people live. We help these people where people can come and actually meet these people if they want, because we have an environment where safety comes first, but it's a public walkway. So in other words, the public can walk past. Oh, I wonder what they're doing there. Oh, they've all got art and they're all painting. You get where I'm coming from? Therefore, the sponsorship will come in because you're seeing live the help. Does that make sense to you? So when the next month's one comes along, we need this, we need that, boom, 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 boom. And that's the way I'm building my fundraising. But the problem is it's too much today for one person to do that and this and that at the same time and not be able to do anything else. Do you understand what I mean? And then to spend all that money.
You've got to do things one at a time.
Well, this is why I went to the New Enterprise Alliance, because I wanted them to help me set this up and start it up. And I don't mean them to set it up and start it up. I mean them to me a little bit extra funding what I need to pay for the venue. The venue is now going to cost me out of my own pocket, which is what I don't want to do, is keep going into my pocket, because I have to keep running in space with the time I'm doing. Does that make sense to you? You know,
but also from someone that you're asking to borrow money on, if you're not willing to borrow yourself money or use your own money, watch someone else. That's their kind of act.
No, using my own money is what I'm trying to tell you. I want to stop that. I want to stop using my own money. I want to use other.
So how are they going to know? You've got to try to convince them, or anyone, if you're borrowing money from them, that you have a time frame to pay it back.
I don't want to borrow money as loans. I want donations. I am strictly looking for donations, and that's it. Flowers, whatever it is.
Different.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking
that's
for
different. Yeah.
And I've not started asking for that yet.
That's more marketing. Now, part of your donations is donations and support. That's what you're asking for.
Yeah, that's right.
So your T-shirts that you're actually selling aren't to sell a product, ain't to sell a T-shirt. What it is to put your brand out there, so someone on the train will think that's an interesting fucking face of a weird-looking man. Oh, there's a website there. Let me go and find out what that is. That's a nice top as well. Oh, £3. Boom. £1 goes to you. £1 goes to the merchant. £1 goes to postage. Whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
500 people, that's £500 you just didn't have.
Yeah.
And it's not costing you a nickel other than a web link.
Do you know anyone? Do you know any companies that do that?
Of course I do. It's all over TV. They're on every day on TikTok. Their ads pop up. Stop skipping the ads and watch some of the ads. That makes sense.
I don't have
some
any
of them
ads.
are actually worth watching.
I don't have any ads.
Go YouTube, you get ads.
YouTube does
ads all over the fucking place.
Yeah. If you can give me a link to one that does that with T-shirts, and I can design.
Make my T-shirt.
What?
Yeah, make my T-shirt.
What's that name of one?
Yeah, just put that in Google and there's loads come up.
Right,
Loads
okay.
come up.
And what they send a T-shirt to me?
That's trending. They send it. They send it to ones all on. You know, they want to say, hey, yeah, go to this channel.
Yeah.
Buy my new T-shirt. They send it for £15. I ended up spending £45 on a T-shirt. Robin did. And when I looked at the order, I was like, what are we doing? I said, I can go and get one of these right now for £10.
That's the problem. they're overpricing and they're ripping people off.
No, but that doesn't. You're getting publicity out there. People are buying your tops.
Aye.
Your face, your marketing. Who cares? Just let people do what they want to do. You do what you do.
Yeah. So I might look into that. I might ask Princess if she doesn't mind. Make me some hats.
Marketing is very important.
What?
Marketing is very important. Photos seem to be doing.
Well, Prince.
On social media, hey, we're having an event on today. Look what's going on today. Blah blah blah. And then sit there and do the same thing over and over again.
I don't do this. I don't do the same thing. I just need help with getting my backup up to date. My backup is so much that it's getting too much backup. Does that make sense to you? I'm actually getting too much stuff to put out, and I want to try and cut it down and bring it back to now, you know. So, but the problem is I want to also build up at the same time, so I don't have time to do my backlog.
Let's do things short and very quick, because TikTok, YouTube, Anything longer than 4 minutes is boring.
Oh no, I'm live. I'm getting. I'm trying to tell
Yes,
you.
but what I'm saying is, any content that's live, anything longer than 4 minutes,
Yeah,
becomes boring.
yeah. I don't.
You can't be quiet for 10 seconds, man.
My stuff's very, very small on the other side. On the side you're talking about, the 3 minute stuff. My stuff's funny. It's hilarious. Some of it, you know, and then some of it's kind of a wee bit serious. So it's kind of mixed up. I've got a hell of a lot of followers follow me. You know, like Brian was shocked that I got to the 1,000 as quick as I did. But it's when I wanted to get to the 1,000. Now I've got to the 1,000. I'm looking at 20,000 names going in the thing. So I'm up to 150.
Yeah, and you need to publish in certain countries as well. Like Japan is a perfect target audience because the population is so fucking huge. And they actually like anything and everything from the United Kingdom.
I am everywhere. Honestly, I am everywhere. I am all around. I've got people from New Zealand, Germany, Switzerland. I've got people. I've got, you know,
you shouldn't be having an issue that you're having.
Well, no, the issue isn't that. The issue is I do not have the funds to do what I'm doing to make it bigger than what it is.
You have the funds to be views all over the place. You should be getting paid by that.
Well, I was told that it's not a business. And then now for the guy saying it wasn't a business, he's now telling me it's too big a business for his company. So if it's
only because of the large scale of it. If you kept it very simple, project after project, they can fund it on a project based project.
You know,
it tells them that you're ambitious, yes, but also very realistic.
Well,
it's a very dominated market, and there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of different things.
Richard, I explained to the guy it's stage by stage. We take everything slowly. And he says to me, your thing is too big for us. And I went, well, no, that's the government. Because they work for the government.
They're talking shit then.
Well, do you know something? You get to a person, you talk to a person, and you know within 10 seconds that the person's not on your side, yeah?
Obviously, not on your side.
And then when you're finished with the person, you then go and talk to their boss and say, this guy sort of told me that writing a book's no business and that must get back to the person. Somebody must say something to the person, yeah. And then all of a sudden they put you back on this program, and who do you get to see? The exact same person. And then he tells you the first time that, oh yeah. And then he gives you a form to fill in. You fill a form in, and then he puts holes in the form and comes back to you a couple of days later and he says, oh, you missed this bit of the form, you missed that bit of the form. And then when you explain to them when you explain to the guy in English exactly what the bits is missing so he can do it himself while he's sitting there and go through the form, which he can do in his computer by typing, then he comes out with a big statement like, oh, your thing's too big for us. And then you think, what? Where did that come from? So in other words, what he done in the first time, he waited for the right time to do the second time. Does that make sense to you?
Not really, but I think it's more to the fact of the way that he's probably thinking, or the way that many people think, is if you've got an impression to make, you make it in the first impression. If you overload something, it's not good. If you've got steadiness, then you have a clear vision of what you're doing ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about step 6 and you've done
step 1,
not even step 2, 3, 4, how are you even near step 6? How are you